Alright, I'm going to show you a new project I've been working on here. Something I'd like to see on the market sometime soon, and see what you guys think about it, and see if you guys can give me any information, what you'd like to see, if you guys are interested in the product, or anything you got to say. I'm interested in hearing. What I'm using here is RFID, and that stands for radio frequency identification, and I'm using a controller with some other components to get the desired result that I'm looking for. I've got two keys here. I've got a good key and a bad key. The good key essentially is programmed into my code to be accepted and initiate the scripts that I've written. This bad key is just not. Each one of these keys has a 10-digit ID that's unique to each card, but the bad key, it doesn't exist in the system, so the system tells it not to do anything. So getting started here, this is the actual RFID reader itself. It detects the radio frequency. The controller is going to do most of the work. Basically, I've got LEDs in place of the relays right now, but the concept is pretty easy to see. The LEDs represent power that's given to the outputs of these pins, and these pins are basically just told what to do, how long to stay on, and whether to give out positive or neutral. So basically, this relay right here is representing the key on, ignition, fuel pump, everything will turn on at that point. It'll stay on for a little while, or it'll stay on the full time, but it'll come on before everything else. It'll wait approximately 3 to 5 seconds to light the next one, and the second light here represents the starter motor, and it will only be lit for a few seconds, representing the motor of the starter motor turning over and starting the car. The third light, the red light here, represents an error, which means that the key wasn't recognized and that nothing's going to happen. Basically, everything is written in C, which is pretty easy to manipulate. So the cool thing about that is anything you can pretty much think of or dream of that could be added to this is pretty easily doable. I've got only one key programmed into this prototype at the moment, but any amount of keys can be programmed, and even valet keys and all that kind of stuff. For manual transmission vehicles, there will be another pin input that's required to be activated by the clutch before any of this will happen, before it'll activate the car at all. So it's got safety features built in. In the near future, I'm also going to add an alarm, so there'll be a negative door trigger pin on the unit, as well as an actual alarm relay output. I can add anything from two-way paging remotes to this, to wireless connectivity, to a web-based interface, to change settings, maybe add a remote start for time-based remote start, so that you can have it start up in the morning for you. Sky's the limit, but that's what I'm asking you guys to tell me what you guys would do and what you guys would like to see, and if there's any interest in it. Getting started, the bad key here, when it gets close to the RFID, it's going to blink the error. And basically, in my monitor here, I can actually tell what the key number is, which is that 10-digit code right there, and then I just have the code written to give me an output that I just made to say code is wrong, Cobra will not start, bad thief. It's not really helpful to you guys, but the good key will activate the first relay, turn the ignition on, wait for the fuel pump to prime, and then click the starter motor over, starter motor off, and the car will continue to run. As of right now, I've got it written so that the key basically has to be touched to the reader for the car to start, and then you would have to touch another key or the same key back to the reader to make it shut off. What I'm working on right now, and is easily doable, is having it set up to where as long as the bad key is within range, the car will continue to run, and as soon as the key leaves the range of the RFID, the car will shut off. The benefit to that is that you could put the key in your pocket and have the actual antenna RFID near your seat, which would be pretty easy to accomplish, and basically the car would continue to run as long as you're sitting in the seat, and shut off as soon as you get out. The other cool thing is you can have it door locks as you walk up to the car. If the card's in your pocket, the door unlocked. I just pretty much have to figure out the rest of the code for that, which is not hard to do. The alarm features and stuff like that will be nearby to follow with the rest of the stuff. But for now, I just want to know what you guys think about the idea, what you guys could maybe tell me that you'd like to see, You know, if you like it, if you don't like it, and just let me know anything. I'm glad to hear. I appreciate your time.